Welcome to Psychology Brothers, where we talk about many a pointless thing but with many a point. We want to talk to you this evening about something very important to us, and it's football. We're great football supporters. We spend a lot of time and energy completely focused on the game.
We often put lots of posts on social media at the games, walking into the games, walking out of the games, going to the pub.
What we ate at the game, what we drank after the game, and a lot about what happened in the game, like there was a goal and it was 1-0 or 3-1.
I remember that game.
And who scored. And then we go home and we tell our wives about the game, or the wife tells the partner about the game, and we spend hours talking about the game. We have all these feelings associated to the game. Oh, we won, it was fantastic. Next week, oh, we lost, oh, I'm miserable. And we spend so much time being great fans of football, don't we, Craig?
Sometimes we argue with other grown men, all in good jobs,
Or women.
and we argue about the football because they don't support our team. So you've got to argue with them.
That's
and
right.
swear, and sometimes it gets a bit rough.
And you know what? When somebody comes up to us and we say to them, did you watch the game? And they say to us, don't really want to follow football, mate. Absolute madness we think they are.
We want to headbutt them.
Why
don't
would
we?
they not want to spend every moment of every day talking about men that have paid a lot of money to kick a football around? Why do you think we'd waste our time not talking about football?
They do get paid a lot of money, don't they?
Yeah, but come on.
They're worth it, aren't they? They score
They're
goals.
worth it.
They kick a ball, don't they, into the net?
I have no time for anybody that doesn't talk about football. Thing is though, Craig, I've been thinking lately, why do I like football so much? Is it because my life has become that sad that the only thing that gives me any emotional high now is watching somebody kick a leather ball into a net?
Wow. If you feel like that, there's always rugby. Do you think about rugby?
Mm. But what is going on? What do? Is it my wife? Is it the kids? Or is it nostalgia? Is it because when I was a kid, the person that I loved more than anybody in my life was my dad, and I wanted my dad to look at me and see that I was a part of him, and that he loved me and accepted me, and the way that I found out I got that love from him is when I went down the game with him and said, Daddy, I want this team to win just like your team. And then my daddy smiled at me and made me feel like I was the most lovable, adorable, worthwhile human being that's ever walked this earth. And now all I do is spend the rest of my life obsessed with not a game, but a feeling that my father gave me. Oh my Lord, is that what's been going on?
I don't know, because it's very strange. I haven't got a dad, and I love football.
You do love football, don't you? That's because I like football and I've always been, I suppose, a father figure in a way to you. Not a great father figure, a superb father figure to you. And I suppose you've always wanted to do that feeling with me deep down, haven't you?
No.
So, are you a football fan like me and Craig are? Obviously not football fans. The beautiful thing is, if you are a football fan, and it's for those very reasons that you get a warm, nostalgic feeling out of a sense of connectivity and love that you had as a young man growing up, or a young woman. I really get that. But if you're obsessed with football because your life is so mundane, and the only way you get a feeling of that connectivity and love is by living that idea or that belief that you've got to be a football fan to get that, then I ask you a big question. Can you get me tickets to Arsenal Chelsea for half the price? Because I'm really struggling to get man's them tickets at the minute.
Or you could ask another question. What can fill the void of football? I mean, let's just say we never watched a game.
God, how could we never?
Let's just say we didn't go down, even though it's overpriced and usually
You know
cold.
what's funny though, joking though, if we talk about it, have you ever heard anybody that says, did you watch the game? That poor man's had to go, oh, I missed it last night. And he's looked down and like a complete outsider because he's missed one game in the season. Anyway, go on.
So, what can replace that? If they did just think, I mean, if we did just think they're overpaid players and it's not really important in my life, and it's not really doing anything positive for my life because it's costing me a lot and making me cold. If we felt like that, what could fill that void?
Topless darts.
What side's that?
Depends where the camera is. Sometimes if it's on the right side you get both breasts in.
Yeah, you shouldn't really watch that stuff though, should you? It's sexism on television. Ugh.
Anyway, so yeah, nostalgia, football, something that we really dig and we get because we're men. And you know what? Men watch football. So do women though now.
Yeah, there's a woman linesman.
It's a woman linesman. A woman lineswoman. That's what it's supposed to be, a woman's lineswoman.
We'll edit that bit out.